This right here shows Florida as having the second most lead and copper violations in the country. It's a report by the Natural Resources Defense Council. The interactive map that's published along with the report shows many of the counties surrounding Tampa Bay lit up in red. But does this really mean we need to be worried about what's in our drinking water? I wanted to verify whether or not this report is cause for alarm. So I went to Jim Gore, Dean at the University of Tampa's College of Natural and Health Sciences, and Jeff Cunningham, an associate professor at USF's Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. I asked both of them, are they worried by what they see in this report?
The major water providers like City of Tampa and Hillsborough County and Pinellas County, as far as I know, and from what I can see in the NRDC report, don't have any issues. The issue comes in when you have small water providers in like a mobile home park or an RV park. And what the NRDC report is saying is that there are a number of these small communities, mostly in RV parks and mobile home parks around the Tampa Bay region, that have lead concentrations in their water higher than what the EPA says should be in there.
Now, it's easy to look at that map and get scared, but when you see that map, is there reason to be scared?
Well, they're both cumulative poisons. I think that over the long term, yeah, it's something to be concerned about.
It might not be affecting 1 million people, but it might be affecting 300 people.
So what they're saying is while this doesn't affect very many people, there is a real concern for a small group. But here's the catch. The vast majority of the violations reported in this study will go unenforced because state and federal agencies don't have the resources to police them.
Somebody has to pay for it. So somewhere along the line, we're going to pay for it. And right now we have both state and federal governments who say that, well, the environment's important, kinda. Kinda. And so as a result, I think we can expect even reduced enforcement rather than increased enforcement of clean water and clean air regulations.
So here's the bottom line. Looking at that map, the warning that most of the Bay Area should be concerned about lead and copper levels in our drinking water, that's false. But the fact that most of these lead and copper violations are going to go totally unenforced by state or federal authorities, we found that to be true. Okay, Jackie, now let's start by giving the Florida Department of Environmental Protection some credit here, because they may not have the resources to go out and police all these tiny little water systems where these violations are being produced.
Right.
But they do have a lot of systems in place. I mean, they care about this, and they do have systems in place to help people get their water systems up to the point where we're not seeing the levels of lead and copper that are being reported that are over the EPA's action level. So they have things like grants, they have things like low interest loans, and they are really interested in helping get these systems to the point where they're not seeing these levels. But I mean, again, this is not something that you need to be worried about.
Right.
The vast majority of people are drinking really good water.
All right, Phil, we have so many questions I want to ask you right now, but we're being told to wrap. We're short on time. We're going to
Facebook
get
Live.
to that.
That's what Facebook Live is for.
Exactly.